So, what do you call an agnostic, dyslexic insomniac? Erica?
I don't know, Doug. What do you call that?
Someone who lies awake all night wondering if there really is a dog.
Bravo.
Hi, my name is Douglas Spencer, and I'm president of Spencer Brenneman, and welcome to another BrandOut Banter. I'm here with a colleague that I've worked with for many years, Erika Schwartz-Alter. Erika, say hello and give a quick introduction of yourself.
Hello, my name is Erika Alter, and I, as Doug said, am a seasoned marketing professional. I've worked with Doug way back when during our days at Thompson, and I've continued to work in the fintech space, helping customers take their commercial strategies to market.
And what is funnier than that?
I can't think of anything else.
All right. Well, we're here going to talk about the use of humor and what brands need to think about if they decide to go that path. So one of the many ways that Erika and I bonded together was through our adoration, fascination, devotion to 30 Rock. And we, to this day, will send 30 Rock lines back and forth. So we have a sense of humor that is probably a little specific. We think we're funny people. We may not be. You might already be bored. But Erika, what do you think? What do you think people should think about before they start to? Well, how do you define humor? Let's talk about how would you define humor in marketing and advertising.
Well, I think there is that old adage that says if you have to explain the joke, it's not funny, which is very true. I've fallen into that myself. But I think in advertising, the humor has to be something that people know it when they see it. They know it's intended to be a joke. It needs to be unexpected and a bit of a surprise. And I think it needs to be something that creates a distraction that gets someone to pause in their day, laugh, get the joke, and also probably avoid cliches, if you will.
Yeah, and that's what makes it really tough. Cliches are really tough because it's so easy to fall into that trap. You have to be very careful that it's not cliche. And if you do anything that's self-effacing, it's got to be something that is universally self-effacing, like getting up in the morning or getting lost sometimes or something that everybody relates to, because you never want to cut anybody else out. What else do you think makes for good humor in marketing?
I think memorability, of course. I think you need to make sure that at the end of the bit, what people take away is not just a laugh, but also acknowledgement or knowledge of your brand, so they can connect the dots between your brand and the humor they've just seen. Obviously, if it's particularly memorable, it's something that they will share with their colleagues, with their friends, with their family, and that helps the advertisement to go more viral. I think also, I think delivery mechanisms probably matter too. And so depending upon the particular humor you choose to deliver, if it's something that is very targeted to a particular audience, that's not necessarily going to resonate across the board, you're more likely to want to use a medium such as video or a blog, something where you can be a bit more sure of who your particular audience is. Whereas if you're running a Super Bowl ad, obviously the humor needs to be a bit more mid-brow so that everybody is in on the joke.
Mm-hmm. And that's a really good point. I mean, that's really what I was talking about when it universally self-effacing. My favorite Super Bowl, one of my favorites from all time, is the one where Betty White is playing flag football, and because she has low blood sugar and she turns into this diva, and that's something we can all relate to. We've all had low blood sugar and get kind of cranky or hangry, and so that's one that I think is self-effacing for all of us, and not just old people, not just men, not just women. Things like that. So,
and I think also that's a good example because the use of Betty White at that time, she was a particularly popular meme, so that actually helped too. I think that's who they chose.
Right, and that had the element of surprise. I mean, you did not expect to see Betty White out in a muddy football field. So, anyway, that was really cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's the first part of our conversation about using humor in branding and advertising, and we will be back with a second part very soon. So hope you come back for that. Thank you very much. This is BrandOut Banter. And if you want to weigh in on the conversation about humor and branding, go ahead and do it through Twitter. You can use the hashtag BrandsJest, BRANDS, Jest, or you can just respond anywhere down below in any of the comment fields or on whatever channel you're watching us on. So thanks again and have a great day.